going to do a reading today for a no contact situation. Okay, so whoever's on your mind, someone who you have not been speaking to, doesn't matter for how long, we're going to be looking at whether or not you two will be together again in the future, whether or not there will be reconciliation, and if so, when that will be and how that might take place. So we have 3 groups to choose from today. We've got group 1, group 2, and group 3. I did use the same deck for each reading this time, and I cleansed the deck between readings. Actually, I think I'm wearing like 3 different outfits during this video because I took lots of different breaks in between and filmed at different times. So if anyone was wondering about that, that's the explanation there for that. But yeah, as per usual, you know, your timestamps will be in the description box below this video, and I have broken it down again into part 1 and part 2, where in part 1 we will dissect the connection and look at a person A, person B, and then the connection as a whole. And then part 2 will be answering the question of whether or not you guys will be together again in the future. So thank you so much for being here. If you need any more time to look at these and select whichever crystal pile that you are drawn to the most, then go right ahead and pause the video and do that. And otherwise, I will see you at your reading. Hey, group 1. All right. If you guys chose this white agate right here, this is your reading. And wow, sorry about the sigh. I'm very happy to be here. It sounded like, oh, no, there's a lot here. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to begin. Again, just a quick reminder, we are going to go over the connection as a whole. We're going to break it down into person A, person B, and I'm going to kind of look at the dynamic between you guys. And so this should be a good confirmation for you that this is your right pile and this is your person that you're asking about, because they should either, relate to person A or person B, and you should relate to the other person. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there that we're going to do this first, and if you want to skip to the answer of whether or not you guys will be together, then you can just skip to part 2 in your timestamps. But for now, yeah, we are going to start here with this. So, well, for person A over here, we do have divine masculine that popped out. I could see this being a masculine energy, most definitely. If that doesn't resonate later, that's okay. That's definitely confirmation for someone, though. This person, man, this person's a little all over the place. I feel like they are a shapeshifter a little bit. They can shed their skin a lot. They may change a lot. And more so than that, I just feel like they change their mind a lot, or they're just very indecisive. So they may be a Libra or something. I know that's like the stereotypical Libra. They may have Libra somewhere in their chart, but they're really an overthinker. They're definitely an overthinker. And I feel like they can just go from black to white, from hot to cold in like a flash, optimistic to pessimistic, it's just their thoughts just run wild. So this person, they definitely do struggle with balance. And one thing that they are acknowledging about person B over here is that person B brings balance into their life. And they love that. They really love that. Now, we also have if I could, I would. And I just want to say this person, yeah, that describes it perfectly. If they could, they would. There is a reason that person A feels as though they cannot be with person B. They want to, they long for that. Their heart, calls out to person B. They feel the energy between them and person B, but they just feel like for some reason things wouldn't work. And so for some of you, there may be some fundamental differences that really bother them. You may have like crazy different attachment styles or something, or just like you don't understand each other's childhood traumas very well. Like, I don't know, because we have unconventional childhood came out here. This person may have children that they're worried about keeping safe. Not to say that like person B wouldn't be safe around their children. It's not even that. It's just maybe this would, maybe they would have to move really far and uproot their children, or there are things like that going on here. There's a reason that they feel like this connection is unconventional, as if it just doesn't make sense in the real world. And again, they feel it energetically and they know how special it is and how real it is. But when it comes to the real world, there's a reason they feel like it couldn't work. We also have King of Cups in reverse over here and Four of Swords in reverse over here to describe this person. So again, more of that like meditative state to where they just get themselves stuck and keep themselves stuck. They really struggle with deciding on a direction and like sticking to it. Yeah, definitely some blockages here in the heart, which, with this being same divine masculine, with that coming through, if they are also literally a male, like that makes a lot of sense in this culture, the way that we raise little boys, and with gender roles, it's like men are afraid to express their emotion in any way other than anger, because it's just like looked down upon. It's not really acceptable, right? It's not really respected. So I could see where that could be an issue for them. They're definitely acknowledging that here. But person B over here, I'm going to move over here now. Person B is a mystery a little bit to me. Honestly, not as much wanted to come out for person B. I kind of had to pull a little bit more and try to get more clues and more answers. I do think that one thing with person B is they are dealing with some heavy karma, and they are right now in the middle of a huge transition or like transformation, okay? That could be inner or outer or both. We do have Eight of Pentacles here. I think this person's a very hard worker, very hard worker. And right now they're literally working through some karma. They are working through some sort of conflict in their life. This person actually may be more argumentative too. That just may be, I don't know, they just may get heated up pretty quickly, like it doesn't take a lot maybe to get them fired up. With blocked showing up over here, I don't know. I feel like because it showed up over here, it makes me think that person B is the one who is blocked, the one who has been shut out, the one who has been told, I can't do this, goodbye, whatever, by person A. I also wonder if person B is dealing with some sort of addiction or something, okay? Because we do have I'm trying to stop here, and I did see the devil on the back of the deck when I didn't pull it, I didn't keep it, but I remember seeing it. I haven't forgotten that. And so I thought when I saw it, interesting, So I definitely could see person B dealing with some unhealthy behaviors, okay? It doesn't have to be an addiction. Again, they're just dealing with some heavy karma. I do think that they are trying to send person A signs, okay? I don't know. We got that. We got signs over here. I feel like they are still trying to communicate with them telepathically. You do have the white agate, okay? This is very like psychic kind of stone. So I do think that they're still trying to stay in contact with person A. We have you drive me crazy next to friends over here. So either person B does not really care for person A's friends, or person B has an issue with their friends, honestly, the way it fell out over here. But there's an issue with a friend group. Yeah. Now, for some of you, person A may have tried to friend zone person B, and that may be what drove them crazy as well. So, person B, though, they have a pretty enigmatic kind of thing about them, I think. Yeah. I feel like, how do I say this? Again, they're just kind of mysterious, though. They're a little mysterious. It's like, what is actually going on there? What's going on there? And I feel like a lot of people think they know person B, but they don't, because they appear as something a little different on the outer surface. And I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose. I don't think they are. It's just they don't really expose a lot. They don't really expose a lot. And so I feel like maybe they've had a bad reputation. People may have talked some smack about person B, and it's been completely false, okay? Completely false. Because we have innocent over here. And I feel like person B has really had to do a lot to keep their head up. They may be more introverted or something. I'm wondering, with this argumentative energy that I picked up on, why they wouldn't be one to pop off on other people starting rumors. So maybe that only comes out in their close connections and their intimate connections. But person B, I feel like, has dealt maybe with some rumors and stuff being spread about them, and they've really had to learn to just keep their head up and take care of themselves. He's got like a built-in umbrella, like, I don't know, in his hat, it looks like. Interesting. But person A over here, I feel like, was very healing to person B. But person B may have been a lot They may have been a lot. They may have pulled on person A's energy, not meaning to, but again, they're dealing with some heavy stuff, especially if this is an addiction, even if it's not. We know they're dealing with some karmic stuff. They're trying to break some really negative cycles that they're in. They have some not good behavior, whatever that may be. They have some unhealthy behavior, okay? And person A was just such a healing energy to them. They came in and they're just like this angel. And that kind of freaked them out as well. Person A is kind of like, oh, is this good for me? You know, like, is person B good for me? You know, can I trust this? Are they going to just like expect me to do their healing work for them? You know, and I feel like person A may deal with that a lot. A lot of people may just be drawn to them for that healing energy. But yeah, I feel like this connection as a whole has just been a little misunderstood. Both people have felt misunderstood by the other. The connection itself has been misunderstood by other people, and that may have been another thing where rumors may have been started, or friends, you know, third-party people, friends, family may have gotten involved and given their opinion when they really didn't need to, and that did nothing but muddy the waters even further for these two. But yeah, that's kind of what I see that's going on here. So I'm sorry I didn't have like a whole lot to say about person B. It's like they keep their true self kind of hidden. They're very protective. So there's got to be a reason that they're very protective. They may have had kind of a freaky, scary childhood. Maybe they grew up around a lot of fighting or something too, and they're kind of used to conflict. And they've just learned to really shelter themselves and just like protect their energy and like prepare for the worst, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, you know. This earthworm, you know, is a beautiful energy. With it being in reverse, again, I just feel like they're just really in a really transformative place right now in their healing journey. There's like a whole rainbow in here too. It's like there are so many amazing qualities about this person that other people don't see. Like they are very smart, they are very funny, they are very warm and nurturing when they feel safe, you know. Safety is a big thing for this person. And I think they did feel safe. Again, they did feel safe with this person A over here because they felt that healing energy. One thing is sure, one thing is certain. Both of these people feel this healing energy here. And both of these people feel, again, it kind of freaked person A out because they don't want to be a healer for someone who's just going to drain them of their light. And person B, I don't think wants to. I don't think they would ever purposefully take advantage of person A. It's just they're in a tough time right now. And that may be part of the reason you're in separation is because you needed to be separated. This may be a divinely orchestrated no contact situation because person B does need to work through their own stuff. Person B does need to learn how to heal themselves and not depend on person A. So, and I hate that for them. I know that that's got to be hard. I definitely get dark night of the soul energy with this person over here. But I feel like they are going to come out on top. I think they've just been through a lot already. So, okay, well, I think that I'm going to leave that here and let's go ahead and get into part 2. And we're going to figure out whether or not these two people will be together again in the future. Okay, group 1, this is absolutely a yes. Like, absolutely. You guys will be together again. We have some action cards here. We have cards of success everywhere. I'm also seeing your blockages, though, okay? So I do want to point those out. But the answer is yes, okay? So when it comes to reuniting with this person, it's going to be a lot about getting in the right vibration, the right frequency, okay, in order to manifest this, because you do have the Magician in reverse over here. It's with 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. It's like, honestly, it's right here at your fingertips, and you could have this with this person if that's what you want. I think it's going to be a lot about getting in that vibration, that feeling, you know, focusing less on the when and the how and the logistics of it, and just getting in that vibration, like feeling as though you already have this person, you know, living your life. I know it sounds weird, but living your life as though you already are together. And however that would make you feel, however that would make you feel in terms of just happiness and peace and comfort, doing things that will bring those emotions out, happiness, peace, comfort. Those are examples. But so yeah, whatever you want with this person, like whatever will make you feel like that, getting into that vibration will release that blockage. So that's if you want to manifest this person. I mean, you are asking if you'll be together again, so I would kind of assume. Yeah, so there definitely, as we spoke about, there will have to be some healing before you guys reunite. And I do kind of see now on both parts where some things need to be healed and be addressed. And so for person A over here, with that one who kind of popped out as divine masculine, this person seems to be more worried about what other people think, okay? They may be the one that doesn't like person B's friends now that I'm thinking about it. They may not like person B's family, or person A's family may not like person B. You see what I'm saying, though? They're worried about, and I'm not saying you shouldn't take into consideration, like, the opinions of those closest to you, because you absolutely should, especially when you're trying to find red flags and be careful. So I'm not saying that they should just totally disregard others' opinions, but I feel like again, this is an overthinker, right? They bounce back and forth. I feel like they can be swayed very easily. It doesn't mean that they're not a strong person, an intelligent person. It does not mean that, but I do feel like they get persuaded easily when they don't have a solid direction identified already for themselves. If they don't already have a solid answer, a solid definition, whatever they need, if they don't already have that figured out and it's, firm, set in stone, cemented, then they can just be swayed easily and they just kind of go back and forth, back and forth. And person B doesn't deserve that, right? Like, this person over here does not deserve that. It doesn't matter, whatever faults they bring to the table, or whatever they're working through and dealing with. They still deserve to have someone make up their mind, like, make up your mind. Do you want me? Do you not want me? And so I think that person A, they just have really high expectations for person B, and we should have expectations and we should have standards, like, sure. But, and okay, you shouldn't have expectations when they're unspoken, but I feel like they've been spoken. It's just, they're kind of a little harsh. Like, they're a little harsh on person B, I feel like. It's like, get in or get out, And ironically, I think that person A is going to be the one to reach out. Maybe not, but I think that person A is going to be the one to reach out. We do have over here with person B, create father figure. I feel like they are trying to learn how to be, again, if there are parents or if there are kids involved, and I kind of felt like maybe they're trying to learn how to be a better parental figure, because they feel like that's what they need to do. And obviously that's what person A expects of them. I do also want to point out, for some of you, the reason this relationship would be unconventional to person A is maybe because this is like an LGBTQ plus kind of connection, okay? And that won't be for like every single person. I know that, but I did want to point that out. That did come up here. And so that could be why they second guess a lot of things, or they worry about what other people would say. And if they have kids involved, they worry about what people would say to their kids, or, you know what I mean? They worry a lot. They think a lot. They're going to have to stop doing that. They're going to have to make up their mind. That's what person A needs to work on. Person B, we kind of know what they need to work on. Specifically, it will be different for everyone, what they're going through, what they're trying to change. But they're trying to change some unhealthy behaviors, and it's going to be some deeply rooted stuff, okay? It's definitely karmic. So both of these people have to learn how to relinquish control, okay? And to not always have to be the right one, to not always have that last word in. I feel like they maybe kind of go back and forth like that when things get heated. But yes, the answer is yes. You guys are going to be together again. I can see that clearly, okay? There may be some travel involved here or something with the world, but whatever you need to do to make this happen, I definitely see it happening as of now. So at the time that you're watching this reading, it's looking like a yes. It's looking good. You got the number 9 that popped out over here too, if that means anything to anyone. But I was asking for timing, and so this could be also the 9th month, which is September. Am I dumb? I don't know. It takes me a minute. I need a calendar. So October is the 10th. So yes, September. So maybe in September. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense because I was going to say because we also got water in reverse. And so any time of year that is more dry where you live, which might be different for different people, but definitely around here, like that would be a more dry season. Like we're moving into fall, right? So summer, yeah. Definitely summer, fall, like that kind of little cusp there. Definitely a drier season. So definitely I could see September being a time when this person could reach out to you or you could get the urge to reach out to them, whatever. But you guys will be reuniting maybe in September. For others of you, you know, it could be 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, whatever. But we got the number 9 again and water in reverse. Also, we did get a little warning here too. I think I kind of took it as that. With secure attachment in the reverse position and dangerous, remember to have patience with each other, to have grace, to take a step back when you need to, because I feel like one or both of you has an insecure attachment style, okay? And that is huge in having a healthy relationship or a toxic relationship, okay? So it's knowing that about your partner, knowing what their attachment style is and knowing what their needs are. And that doesn't mean that you have to meet all of their needs. They need to learn how to meet their needs also, but that's going to be a big thing. So keep that in mind, okay? That's a big thing for your connection, for that to come out like that. So now I want to close it out with some messages. Let's see if we can get a message from the person on your mind, the person that you're asking about. So, Spirit, can we get a message for group 1? Oh my, that's like a lot. Okay. Can we get a message for group 1, please? What does their person need to say to them? Well, dang it, I got one, and then I covered it up with a bunch. Whoops. It was this one, though. I was the last one. Okay. What else do we have? Okay. This could be I was the last one to know, especially with the rumors kind of energy that was going around. Like, I feel like one of these people have some petty friends or family members or something, okay? And I feel like they maybe meant well and had good intentions because they were looking out for their person, but maybe they were talking some shit about the other person in the connection. And then it got back to the other person and was hurtful. I also am taking that as they want you to be the last one, and they want to be the last one for you. So even though you guys are in a separation right now, they still have their eyes on the prize, okay? They have their eyes on this 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups with you. I want you all of the time. Aw. Yeah, okay. Can we get some messages for group 1? Okay, there's a few. Let's see what these say. Talk less, do more. Yeah, very focused on taking actions right now. Okay, that's for both people. I feel like, make me an offer. They're like, where you at? Where you at? I'm ready for you. I'm waiting on you. I don't like them. Okay, so if you caught wind of your person dating around, seeing someone else, don't even worry about it. Don't sweat it, okay? It's not that serious. Again, rumors. Rumors fly. So maybe you've heard something, but remember, whatever you hear is not always true, and I don't feel like it's anything too serious. Okay, messages for group 1. What does group 1 need to hear from their person? Oh. Sometimes I shuffle these great and sometimes I don't. Okay, well, the few kind of popped out there. Dropped one. Will you help me? Yeah, well, I mean, and helping them is one thing. Again, like with the insecure attachment style, that's okay to be. You can't just be like, go get a secure attachment style and then we'll be together. I mean, you could. But I'm just saying, someone with a secure attachment style can be with someone with an insecure attachment style. It's, again, about patience and grace and not being codependent and not doing the work for them. Definitely expecting them to hold themselves accountable and to do their own work, but also being there for them and being a good support system and kind of helping show them the way, helping guide them. I'm proud of you. I love that. I love that because I feel like both people in this connection are doing their own work. You know, as we looked at, they both have things they got to work on. And so that's so sweet. I want to work with you. I love that. I love this so much. Okay. What's this? Oh, it was in reverse. I don't actually care about you. So yeah, maybe at one point things got really rough here and you questioned whether or not this person even had true love for you. again, I just really get that other things were involved here. And so just remember that just because someone says something doesn't mean it's true. And if hurtful things were said in the moment, that definitely does not mean that it was true. I'm not saying you should accept disrespect, because you totally shouldn't. But I do think that this person does have love for you. Oh, make up your mind. Make up your mind. I feel like we know who that's for. Oh, the magician fell, and I picked it up, and now it's upright. That's cute. That's cute, and I love that for you guys. Okay, so I think that's I think that's their message to you too, is it's like, hey, I will work on, manifesting this, if you will. Like, we're going to do this together. Let's work together, because it's right next to I want to work with you. So it's like, let's manifest this together. Let's both get in this vibration at the same time, and we are going to speed this thing up. Okay, any last messages for group 1? Okay, we got 3 more. Energy vampire. Yeah, so I feel like person B they recognize where they have maybe been too clingy on your energy in the past, expecting, sorry, I totally just went into like your person A, too clingy on person A's energy, like just really depending on them too much. And I feel like they're recognizing that. I know what you did. Okay, I feel like I know what you did for me, because that came out with this. So I feel like these are messages from person B to person A. I know what you did for me. I know all the work that you put in, and how you were patient with me for a while, before you got scared off, basically. Stay away. They understand. They understand why they were cut out. They understand why this is a no contact situation. And they respect that. I feel like they definitely respect that, and they want the best for you at the end of the day. So, but yes, you guys will be together again. So I feel like that was a positive message. I'm wishing the best for you. Don't accept anything that is not good for you, that's unhealthy, that's disrespectful, okay? I just want to reiterate that. I want to point that out. I just want to make sure I'm not romanticizing unhealthy relationships, because that is not what we're doing here. I just feel like I need to put that disclaimer out there. But I'm wishing the best for you, and I'm not just saying that to you. I'm going to say that to everyone. Thank you so much for being here, though, Group 1, okay? And I just love you guys so much. I hope that you're back on my channel again. If you're not already subscribed, please consider hitting the subscribe button and being a part of our little group here. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up so that I know and I can create another video like this. But otherwise, have a great day or night, and I hope I'll see you again in the future. Hey Group 2, if you guys chose this raw angelite, this is your reading. So first we're going to look at the dynamic between you and the person that you're asking about. And then part 2 will answer the question of whether or not you guys will be together again. So if you want to skip to part 2, you totally can. You can do that. But right now we're going to look at this. I'm sorry if I sound a little tired. I got a little tired, like mentally tired looking at this stuff. I don't know. I just feel like this has been quite the roller coaster that you guys have been on. It's a little all over the place. It's confusing. I feel like I almost don't know who to trust. It's like I am trying to figure out, who's the good guy and bad guy. I hate to be like that, but I can tell that there have been some things going down here in this connection. Sorry, I can't talk. And I'm struggling to see which person's truly in the wrong, if that makes sense, which I guess, there's 3 sides to the story, right? Your side, their side, and the truth. So that's kind of what this is like. I'm trying to just see the truth, and I feel like you guys are both like, it was them. No, it was them. Like a lot of pointing fingers and blame, and I had the cards. I had both person A and person B closer together, and I scooted them apart, and it made me think of okay, you guys need to separate. And I feel like that is literally spirit. That's your spirit guides. They're like, okay, you guys need to separate for a little bit. So it's no wonder you guys are in no contact right now, okay? And I don't know what the hell to expect when we look at whether or not you'll be together again. I don't even know at this point, because this is a lot. This is quite a motherfucking trip that you have been on with this person, okay? So let's just dive in here. So person A over here, the swan, okay? Whew, the swan can look like a lot of things, can look like a lot of people. That's one of their talents. They can really work people. And I'm not saying it's good or bad. I don't freaking know. To be honest, I can't even tell. I'm just saying the swan knows how to work people. They know how to talk. They know how to do business with others. They've got charisma. They've got social skills. They can fit into any group, anywhere, anytime, any room. They can walk into the room, feel it out, get a sense for, like feel out what's going on. Who are these people? What will they like? What are they talking about? And they can just move right in naturally, easily, and they can just flow with things. I feel like they can, sorry, there's some creepy noises outside. I think it's thunder though. I think it's about to storm. That sends a shiver down my spine. I feel like that's your freaking relationship here. I feel like you guys had some fights, some blow up fights or something. No, the swan really knows how to communicate, okay? They know how to communicate with others. They know how to present themselves well. They just really represent themselves as very put together, got it all going on. And that's how they look on the surface. Beneath the surface, there's a lot more going on. A lot more than what meets the eye with the swan, okay? And I think the swan is probably very beautiful too, okay? We're talking about a swan, right? So not only do they know how to work people and they have that charisma and that natural ability to charm others, they're already super attractive. So even if they didn't have that, people are naturally going to want to like them. People are just kind of drawn to them. This is definitely someone that walks into the room and they turn heads and people are like, oh, the swan's here, the swan's here. We all gonna want to go talk to the swan. We want to know what the swan's up to. What's the swan wearing? Absolutely. I do think that they do have a lot of insecurities about their looks because they do get so much attention. We have eat in reverse that came out. And so for some of these people, they may not eat right. They may not have a healthy relationship with food because they're very obsessed with how they look, how their body looks and fitting into a certain size, like very worried about the size of clothes that they're in, like the number or the, you know what I mean? Like what the size says on the tag, how they look. Like definitely they're a little bit obsessed with their appearance. And it's not because they are full of themselves or conceited. It's the opposite. It's because deep down, they're very insecure. And it makes me so sad, honestly, for them. They don't see that they're worthy of love and acceptance without those things. They definitely feel as though they need to earn that and they need to look their best at all times. And if they don't, they won't get love. Like they may, fear aging and worry about literally just anything happening to them that would alter them physically to where they wouldn't be conventionally attractive. They worry about things like that a lot. So the swan may not really be big on kids. We have kids in reverse. I don't know. This could mean a lot of things. Maybe they miscarried. Maybe it's not that they're not big on kids. Maybe they miscarried and that's a sensitive subject for them. Maybe, and I'm sorry if I need to put a trigger warning on that. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe they promised person B that they would want kids or would be able to show up and be a parent, and do that with them and then change their mind. But that could mean some different things, but we do have kids in reverse there. I do think that the swan struggles with needing to be right a lot. So they may struggle with admitting when they're wrong, with apologizing. And, that can come from a lot of things. Like they may just fear looking stupid or just not being in control and not, it can be a lot of things, but they definitely feel as though they need to be right for some reason. They need to have control. They need to be at the top. So they may have a dog or they love dogs because dog came out here. So that's just a little confirmation for someone. The swan is acting like they're not looking at person B right now, okay? But to be honest, they are. They are. They most definitely are. We've got, I can't even look at you. But they are. It's like they're trying to act like they're not. They're trying to act like they're not looking at them, and they are. So I don't know what they promised person B For some of you, it was the kids thing. For some of you, something completely, entirely different. But we have I Will Do It that came out in the reverse. So they did say they were going to do something and then they fell through, okay? And with Knight of Wands in reverse, yeah, that's stalled action. Like that should have been action taken towards something and it didn't happen. And we have I'm not self-aware and I don't want to be. Again, with that, take accountability and right. Always having to be right, not being able to say sorry, maybe even holding grudges against people. Yeah, they definitely struggle with some things like that. So it's kind of funny because like they are really good at communication and like charming people and they're great in social settings of really any kind. But when it comes to their intimate relationships, they don't have the best communication skills. That's where they kind of show out more. You know, they show those parts of themselves that the rest of the world doesn't see. See, like in the Swan card, like this is what they present to everyone, the rest of the world, and this is what the ones closest to them see. The upside down version, the version that's a little bit all over the place, maybe even emotionally unstable, maybe not all the time, but definitely in times of conflict or stress. We also have them trying to make you jealous, okay? And so they may very well be trying to make person be jealous. I could see that because they do know how to, again, charm and look their best and get attention. And it's not even because they just think they're the shit and they want to do that. It is definitely coming from a place of insecurity. But that doesn't mean that they won't try to use that against person B during this no contact situation. They very well might be posting super hot pics trying to get their attention or acting like they're with someone else trying to get person B's attention. Okay, there's a trip or something that you guys took together that's like really standing out, some kind of trip. So something that this person, they remember, they think about, they look back on that and they think about that often because that showed up here. Okay, so let's move over to person B. So person B, they are a King of Wands who is not in their power, okay? So they're not standing in their power as they should. They're doing a lot of procrastinating, a lot of slacking. I feel like I'm calling y'all out. I'm so sorry. I'm being so harsh with both of these people. It's just, I'm trying to just like call what I see and say it and just be blunt and be direct. Please know that I love you and I relate to like all of this. So, okay, I'm not trying to judge anyone at all. I'm just telling you like what I'm seeing so that you can identify. You know what I mean? Like you can get a clear identification for you and the person you're asking about. So, the turtle, they have also some issues with their emotions, I think, okay? Because this is water energy here and fire energy over here that's out of whack, that's out of balance. So I feel like they've lost their drive. They've lost their drive and they may be a little bit, apathetic, lethargic, just not feeling themselves, honestly. Yeah, there's something that they need to take action on that they've been postponing for a while. For real. Like, I don't know if this is to do with their career, if it's to do with this relationship. It's like they're not coming through. They're struggling with being like responsible, with showing up, with like being an adult. It's like they don't want to grow up, like they just aren't ready to grow up yet. This is giving me like Machine Gun Kelly vibes, like wasting my youth. Like I'll grow up next summer, that's kind of what it's making me think. So you guys may have known each other in childhood. That will only be for a few of you. That came out on person B's side though, okay? And so I'm thinking that more so there's something with person B's childhood that's like really affecting them in the present day. Or again, they just don't want to grow up. they just don't really want to grow up. Or they're in like a phase right now where they're tired of being responsible and doing the everyday thing. And they're just in this like, big transitional phase where they're like, is this what I want? Is this all I want for my life? Is this it? Like, I feel like they might be making some huge shifts. Like they may be deciding, like reevaluating their life altogether, We do have You Don't Know Me Anymore. Yeah, I feel like they might be just trying to shed their old skin and become someone new altogether. They may be kind of like experimenting with just different identities, honestly. We have Blocked that came out too over here on their side, so they may be the one that's blocked. The Swan may have been like, I'm sick of your shit, like get out of here with that. With Snake, When snake first came out, I thought that doesn't have to mean, what I first initially thought it was. Maybe it's like rebirth and transformation, and I do see that here. But then we got empath in reverse too. Like that's not a good look. That's not a good look. So they may struggle with empathy, and that's okay. That doesn't mean they're a horrible, evil person. That's something that you learn. That's a skill, right? Some of us, we have that skill because childhood trauma. But no, like, that's a skill that they can work on. They can grow that. They can learn how to be empathetic, how to have empathy. So it's not like you're not an empath and that's the end of the story. So again, I'm not trying to judge people and call people out. That came out that way for a reason. So I feel like person A over here, the swan, felt as though person B never really took into consideration their feelings, and they never really worried about how they felt. That they were always just kind of like in their own little flow state, only worried about themselves. There's definitely something that these two were supposed to do together here. And it's like the turtle over here was dragging their feet. And the turtle's like, I'm just being a turtle. I'm just chilling. Like, I don't even think that they meant anything bad by it. They're not malicious. I don't get that. In the beginning, I kind of did. It's taken me a minute to figure these people out, honestly. And I feel like it's because there's been so much negative energy from each party towards the other. And it's making them each look bad, when they're really not that bad. They're not all that bad, okay? We also have your fucking sexy over here. Yeah, I think that both of these people, let's be honest, I think both of these people are a flirt. Both of these people can flirt their little asses off. And I think that it makes both of them jealous. I think that they both are like, why are they so flirty? But then they do it too. They may not do it in front of each other, but they both do. They both do. So these two struggle with finding middle ground, okay? They struggle with remembering that they're on the same side. They're on the same team. They kind of have this like it's you against me. As soon as conflict arises, it's that, win-lose attitude. Like, I'm going to win, you're going to lose. Like, I'm right, you're wrong. When they really need to just, like, come back down for a minute, calm down, and remember that they're on the same team. They're not enemies. They kind of struggle with that. Now, I do think that there are things that these two experienced together that were very healing, because we do have the healer here, okay? But at the same time, very triggering. These two triggered each other a lot. And I am going to say something. Whenever I was first shuffling these cards, when I was looking for person A, the turtle flopped out, but then a bunch of cards flopped out on top of it. So I was like, I don't think that was right. So I kept shuffling until I got the swan. Then I get over to person B, and guess what flops out? The turtle, obviously. You don't have to guess, And I thought, that's really weird. Is this a 20 thing? Because it's like they're so similar that like the same animal spirit almost popped out. So if you needed that kind of like confirmation, there you go. I did think that. But then I also thought that maybe that was the swan giving up their identity. You know what I mean? And acting like the turtle. Because I feel like the swan may have that tendency in their relationships. Since they definitely have a more unhealthy view of self. Like they may just kind of morph into their partner. So it could be either or. But I just remembered that for some reason. And I wanted to point that out. So, but with the owl over here at the center of the connection too. There's definitely something that was supposed to be learned here, okay? Maybe something that's supposed to still be learned. We're about to find out if you guys will be together again. But there's like some wisdom that has not been tapped into here. And it's because you guys, again, you're so combative with each other. You're triggering each other so deeply that if you could just work past those triggers and have some healthier communication and really express your needs to the other person in a healthy, clear way, and also the other person, reciprocate that, and you guys work together to meet both your needs and the other person's needs as a team, there's something that you guys could really learn from each other. So, yeah, you're probably opposites, it seems, in like very significant ways. And it's like if you look a lot deeper, you're not opposite. I'm getting really out there right now. I'm sorry if I'm not trying to be. It's just, I wish I could think of a good example right now. Okay, like saying someone has low self-worth. A lot of people have not a great sense of self-worth, But the way that that can look, it can look very differently. The way that that can come out, the way that that can manifest in ourselves and our lives, it can be very, very different. Then when you get down to the root of the problem, oh, it's a self-worth issue. You see what I'm saying? So you guys could be triggering things in each other where it seems like you guys are very different, but when you look really deeply at that issue with you and with them, whatever the issue is, like insert whatever, that core issue, the root of it on both sides is actually the same, okay? And so again, that kind of seems a little twinny. I don't know. We also have I can't love you, but I want you to love me. Yeah, I think both people struggle with just love in general, honestly, with accepting, receiving love, and also giving love. It's like they've been through some not great things, I think, in their life up until this point. Yeah, which one was it? It was person A. I kept trying to get person A's card, and yeah, the turtle came out first. It happened a couple times. Like cards just kept coming out like in piles, and it like fell on the crystal. And I thought, man, person A has been just pummeled by life. Person A has been just like ran over by a bulldozer called life. Okay, we've also got this is not over yet. So there you go. How did I not see this earlier? Probably because there's a million cards laid out here. This is not over yet. So looking like you guys just might be seeing each other again. We also have your everything to me in the reverse position. Okay, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And then we've got you're so funny. So again, I feel like y'all have some petty things that you do. Like when you're in an argument, you might, pop off and be like, well, I don't even care about you. And it's not even true. Like, that's not true. Like, you care very deeply about them. Why did you say that? Why would you say that to them? So it's like you say things that hurt the other person and you can't take it back. And it's like, once it's said, it's said. Heavy communication issues in this group, okay? So I think that's all I have to say. My goodness, that was long. But let's move on into the second part and find out whether or not you guys will be together again. Okay, group 2. This threw me for a loop at first, and then I realized it was kind of like set up chronologically. This is going to take some time, but yes, I do think that you're probably going to be with your person again. I say probably because this involves some massive change, okay? For some of you, that's external. For the others, it's internal, and I will explain that. But yes, at the time of this reading, at least, it looks like you guys will be together again because this person's going to be coming forward, okay? They are, because we've got Knight of Cups and Knight of Swords over here at the end. We do have Capricorn and Taurus showing up here if anybody needed to hear that. Where do I begin? For some of you, there's someone else involved here, okay? For some of you, and like you would know, because it would be like a relationship that this person is in. So they're with someone else, For some of them, they're literally married. So they would have to leave this person, and that's the action that you've been waiting on. That's what the promise was that was made where they fell through. So for some of you, that's what's going on here, is they have to close that out completely. That may involve a divorce. That may involve moving out with someone. That may, it's just going to involve massive change, obviously. This may be the mother of their children, if the children, thing resonated. Yeah, it's just going to be huge, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a lot of fighting, because for some of you, this is going to be fighting over like assets and dividing up, finances and like a lot. For some of you, it could involve literally custody. And so it's a lot going on here. Now, for those of you where like that's not the case, this person is battling their own lack of self-love, of self-worth, of compassion for themselves, and they are not able to love someone else until they can love themselves. And so they're working on that. They're working on closing out a cycle of not being very good to themselves, to be honest, not treating themselves the way that they should, the way that they deserve to. And they have to learn how to do that. They have to embrace self-love before they will be able to be in a successful relationship with someone and actually receive love from someone else, as well as give it, like real, healthy, unconditional love. That person's working through this, okay? So in the meantime, though, like, they are not resting at night thinking of this. I mean, they're like dreaming of you all the time. I feel like they're trying to communicate with you through dreams. Yeah, they think of you so much at nighttime and when they're sleeping. They're just trying to get themselves over this hurdle, honestly. So again, it's going to be a lot. We've got 10 of Wands clarified by the Tower. Like, geez. I just feel like my shoulders hurt right now just thinking of the weight. Again, it doesn't even matter if this is external or internal. The amount of work that it's going to take and the amount of shifting and changing is the same. It's a lot. It's heavy. But there is like a positive outcome over here, a good omen at the end, okay? Because I do see this person coming towards you with a lot of sexual energy too, I might say, because we have the devil over here. So I feel like they are driven by some sexual force here, but I don't feel like that's all that is. I think that they're going to be coming forward as a new version of themselves. Like, hey, this is me. This is my light side and my shadow side, and I love them and embrace them both. And this is my full self, and I'm able to share that with you, and I'm able to share that with myself and the whole world and to be proud of it. I'm able to go after what I want in life. I believe in myself enough to chase my dreams, to take action towards what I want. Like, I'm no longer afraid to do that. So I'm definitely taking that as a good energy, okay? Oh, yeah, Scorpio. How did I called out two. Okay. Anyway, so I'm getting distracted here. But yes, I see with the action here at the end, and we have emotions and thoughts, and I really like that, okay? So we have different elements over here. We have action being put to the emotional force behind it. And I really like that. So yes, I do think that your person's going to be coming forward. I totally forgot to pull some of these cards for timing, so let's see what we can get. When will pile 2 be with this person again, Spirit? Future? Are you kidding me? These crack me up sometimes when I get those types of answers. Okay, nurture fell out, face up. Yeah, for some of you, this person, again, they're learning how to love themselves, nurture themselves, be compassionate towards themselves. So when will they be together, Spirit? Is there anything else, any more specific details? Okay, we got one that fell out down there. When? Okay. What did we get here? Just friends, okay? Looking glass self, absolutely. Dangerous, divine masculine, family, non-committal. I'm not getting any for timing though. Fantasy, okay, this is just things that they're going to have to go through before, again, not being able to commit because they can't open their heart up all the way. Whatever y'all got going on here, there is some stuff for family, with children, with a wife, husband for some of you, or just like a long-term relationship. There's something to do here with family for a lot of you. Okay, what else here? Maybe you'll start out as just friends, with that saying just friends, with that sexual energy that I saw. I wouldn't think so, but maybe that's some of y'all's situation is you've been just friends for so long, or you know what I mean? The emotions have been hidden because they are not able to leave this other person. Okay, starving. I don't know, I'm not getting any timing. We got future. It's obvious that they don't want to give us any more specifics. Can we get one more? Is there anything more specific? Oh, there's 2 over here. And it's okay. Well, I want to see what that one is. Hot. Open relationship? What is it? See, there's something with a third person here. Yeah. I mean, it won't resonate for all of you, but for some of you, you keep getting confirmations for that, okay? Eyes, ooh, looking elsewhere, high school, okay? High school sweetheart type of thing. I feel like that little turtle person, the person B, acts like they're in high school. Unconventional. Okay. So we pretty much just got, it's going to happen in the future, but that's okay. Let's get some messages from your person. So what does group two's person want to say to them? Okay. We are the same. Yeah, some twin shit. Leave me alone. We are the same. Leave me alone. Yeah, because you're triggering the shit out of them. Okay. Oh, shit. I manifested you. That comes out a lot. Okay, what else can we get? Messages for group two from the person on their mind. Trust me. Messages from group two. So maybe like trust the process. You know, it's going to take a while. Like we said, like we looked at. They're having to let go of something. They're having to work through something here, whether it be their beliefs about themselves and like adopting a better mindset, a better self-image, and like really truly learning how to love themselves and accept love, or literally letting go of someone in the physical world, like ending a relationship, like a very serious relationship, okay? So take whatever resonates there, but they're wanting you to trust them in the meantime. Doesn't mean wait on them. We don't have wait on me, but we have trust me. I got you. Okay? It is in reverse, fill out in reverse. So it's like they want to be able to have your back and to be there for you, but they're not going to be able to until they fix this, okay? Can we get some good positive messages for group two? Show me something. Your talent blows me away. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. So one of y'all, I don't know if it's person A or person B, maybe both of y'all. Maybe you both have, because you do have a lot of that, we're similar. So maybe you guys have similar hobbies and you both are good at like some of the same things. And so they really appreciate your skill because they're like, I know what kind of skill that takes, you know? Like, I don't know, I don't have a lot of examples. I'm a musician, so like that's a good, easy example for me. So like when I see someone play piano, I'm like, damn, like they're really good and I know what that's like. Like I know the work that it takes or the like what that means, you know? It doesn't mean that people that don't play piano don't appreciate it. It's just like, I don't know, like writing songs. Like when I hear a good song, I'm like, damn, that's a good song. And like as a songwriter, I'll really appreciate it. I'll be like, that's a great hook specifically. Or like what a, bomb ass chorus. Okay, I'm going way too far with this example. I feel like though, whatever this talent is I'm trying to get at here, they understand it because it may be something that you guys both enjoy. You both have that in common. Okay, you're just like them? Are you just like their mother or something? Or show me something. We already looked at that. I want to take care of you. They absolutely do want to take care of you. They're just having to do a little growing up right now or cutting stuff off, whichever one. They're having to make these changes so that they can. Okay, let's get a couple more. And then we'll close it out. Okay, what we get? Why? I'm not over it. I'm still here for you. And let's make something together. Yeah, see, you guys, you have some of the same creative interests and hobbies. What is this why about? Of course, we got a whole little book. Why? I want more. You were the best I've ever had. Take me there. What the fuck? I'm affected. It affected me more than you know. Okay. So you'll probably know what that means. Definitely something more personal there. Emotional support. Emotional support. I feel like they've left some of y'all hanging. Let's go on an adventure, and it takes two to tango. Okay. So, yeah, the why, and it affected me more than you know. I would just say that might be different depending on your situation, but something that they were hurt over, like whatever they feel as though you fell through on, because I feel like both people felt that in different ways. It's like both people thought that the other one was procrastinating or postponing taking action towards something that they had promised that they would. Anyway, we're going to leave that here. Thank you so much if you're still listening. Thank you for sticking around, for watching this video. If it's your first time on my channel, I hope that you will consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, like more than you know. It's honestly so exciting, so much fun for me to have a community of people that I feel like I get and they get me. I love it. If you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up so that I'll know and we can do another one like this. And otherwise, I hope that you have just a great day or night. Good luck on your situation here. I hope this reading was helpful for you. And I hope that I'll see you again in the future. Hi, Group 3. If you chose this little chunk of citrine right here, this is your reading. I don't think I've ever referred to it as a chunk before, so maybe one of you guys has a little booty or something. Okay, so the first part of this reading, we are going to look at the connection as a whole and look at each person within this connection, okay? So this should serve as like a good confirmation for you that you are in the right reading and that this is about your connection and the person on your mind, okay? If you want to skip past this, you totally can. That's fine. Just look for part 2 on your timestamps, and that will go straight to the answer of whether or not you guys will be together again in the future. So, jumping right in here. With person A over here, okay, we have the Nightingale. Both of these people, hold on, let me back up. Both of these people are creatives, okay? This is my creative pile. If you are not creative, if you are not artistic, and you don't have some sort of creative outlet that really you thrive in, you just love, this is probably not your pile, okay? This is like overwhelming sense of creative energy here. I mean, it's just reiterated so many times. So, back to person A. Person A's creativity has something to do with communication. For some of you, it might literally be singing, it might be writing. Yeah, it could be having a platform like this where you read tarot or something. You share some type of message, okay, with other people through your art, through your creativity. It's done through communication. It revolves around communication. This person is probably like more of a night owl. Maybe they like to create at night. They feel more, in their zone at night, like when they're maybe alone, like when the rest of the world is sleeping, and things just seem more quiet. I mean, we have the Nightingale here. It could literally be like the wee hours of the morning even. So for some of you, it may not even be at nighttime. It may be that they like to wake up super early and have their alone time. Just take whatever resonates here. But we did get morning in reverse, and this is the Nightingale. So the Nightingale person, though, they definitely struggle with like obsessive thinking, obsessive thoughts, okay? That's just one of their thinking patterns, and they are creative, so that's not super far-fetched. Creative people, we got our struggles, so they definitely obsess over things. They do have an insecure attachment, most likely, with secure attachment showing up in the reverse, and so with it just showing up that way, that means to me that it will vary depending on who is watching and what the connection is, what type of attachment style they have. We just know it's not a secure one is what's trying to tell me here, okay? So this person, though, they can kind of just lose track of time and lose control of their day, of their mood, when they get into this obsessive thought pattern and they start to sink into it. We've got the word sink here, and I just feel like it's like a sinking, sand. Like quicksand, literally their thoughts just sink, draw them in, and just before they know it, they've spent, hours obsessing over something. They may find it hard to let things go, okay? And this connection specifically, because this is a no contact situation, this person has not let this go. This person is obsessing over it. They just feel this overwhelming sense of unrest in their soul. They just hate that things are out of whack, out of balance, that you guys are not in sync. They just hate it, okay? They cannot stand it. We've got, I feel it in my body. So, yeah, I feel like this person definitely deals with some anxiety, okay? With that obsessive thinking, and I feel it in my body. I feel like this person, they may, for some of these people, have, panic attacks or anxiety attacks at the very least. I don't know how often, that will vary also, but definitely some anxiety, okay? Whether that's they have stomach problems. I mean, anxiety can show up and manifest in our body in a lot of different ways, but it definitely, it affects them, okay? It's affecting them physically. But we've got them growing. So I think that the Nightingale is aware of their issues with their anxiety, maybe even of their attachment style. Definitely if they're obsessive thinking, they're aware of these things and they do want to change them. They want to grow, they want to heal, they want to learn how to cope with these things in a better, healthier way. We have in another life over here too. I think the Nightingale does believe in like reincarnation. I don't know if they have different beliefs than person B over here, but it looks to me as though person A does believe in like reincarnation, karma, like those types of spiritual beliefs. Okay, yeah, they are maybe an earth sign or an air sign. They definitely do not have to be, okay? We do have Libra showing up here also, though, so lots of air energy over here for sure. And with that thinking, I could definitely see that. See the air energy here. Gemini definitely popping up too, especially with the communication aspect of this here. But we have Four of Pentacles down here also to describe this person. I think that they value security. They value security. They value safety. So not just financially, just in general, you know, having a safe home, knowing that their bills will be paid, and that they will be fed. And so I don't know, you know, what they dealt with in their childhood, but they may worry about things like that as well. You know, a lot of worrying, worry. A little worry word over here, a little basket case. We love you, pilot, or person A. It's okay. So moving over here to person B, though. This person may be a fire sign, but if they're not, that's okay. That would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But there's just a lot more action-oriented energy over here. So their creativity would come out in some form of action, you know, putting action to things. It doesn't mean that communication can't be involved. It's just this person, they may be a dancer. They may do like literally create something with their hands. It's going to be something, you know, just more movement over here with person B. So, So like if they are a musician even, it's going to be more movement. Again, where Nightingale might be a singer, the tiger person might be, you know, playing an instrument. So I hope that's kind of making sense. That's kind of where their differences are, is the way that creativity comes out, the way that that's expressed. The tiger is fierce, okay? The tiger is fierce. They are a go-getter. They are goal-oriented. Just a lot of action over here. A lot of action, a lot of drive, a lot of passion for the things that they do. The Nightingale wants to talk things out and wants to, you know, how are you feeling? This is how I'm feeling. The tiger is just kind of like, I do kind of get more of a masculine energy over here with the tiger. And that does not mean they have to be a male. It's just a masculine energy, that leadership, you know. Leading things, taking charge. I do think that they have an issue with listening sometimes because they do want to take charge, get things done, let's just do this. And sometimes they fail to pause and listen to the other people around them, maybe even themselves, like literally listening to their own intuition. They may be so busybody, that they don't spend enough time quieting down and hearing their own inner voice. And so maybe the Nightingale felt as though person B, you know, didn't listen to them sometimes also. So let's see, what else do we have here? With the World in reverse, again, there's something that this tiger they want to accomplish something, and they are not going to rest until it happens. They are very driven by success. And success can be defined in a lot of different ways, but there's some big goal that they want to accomplish. And they see themselves going places. They have very high expectations for themselves. I do think that this probably stems from the way that they were raised, because we do have family in reverse over here and high school. We also have depression in reverse. I think that the tiger person, they may have battled depression in the past, and they may want to stuff their emotions down and their sadness down to where if it does come out, it comes out as anger. Again, a lot of masculinity here. But the way that they were raised, I feel that they were raised to be a go-getter, to be a trailblazer, to be successful. You know, they probably felt as though nothing was ever enough for their parents or whoever they were being raised by. It's like, can you just like congratulate me on what I've done? Can you acknowledge the work that I have put in and like where I've gotten? They kind of felt as though what they did was never enough. We literally have, it wasn't enough. What they did was never enough. And I think that they felt that way with person A too. They felt that way in this connection. Like, why can't they just acknowledge what I am doing right? They're always focusing on what I'm doing wrong, you know? We have please don't give up. Yeah, they don't give up on things. They do not give up on things. This is someone who will push themselves to the brink. They might have a tendency to overwork. Actually, they probably struggle with resting. This tiger person probably struggles with taking a day off, with taking a nap. You know what I mean? Like, they just can't do that. They have to be productive all the time. So particularly in high school, again, in their childhood, especially high school age, this person went through a lot. So they may have been battling depression. They felt like they weren't seen or understood and appreciated truly by their family, that they couldn't be their authentic self because that authentic self was too flawed. You know what I mean? They had to be perfect. They were striving for perfection. For some of you also, they just felt like they were never picked. So some of these people may have dealt with some bullying in high school too. I was the last one, okay? So for some of you, this person dealt with bullies. They dealt with just not being accepted by their peers also. And then for that, those of you who it resonates that their parents always pushed them, really hard. It was like they were the last one that was asked about how they felt, what they wanted, what they truly wanted for themselves and for their future. It was like, it wasn't really up for discussion. It was kind of already decided upon. And actually both of those things could be true. They could have overbearing parents, controlling parents who wanted them to be like perfect and also didn't feel accepted by their peers. Even if they weren't like targeted and like actually bullied, they may have fit in, but they probably did that by not being their authentic self, because they had this feeling deep down that their authentic self, their real self, their truest self would not be accepted. So they may have kind of just played along with the crowd, and just really conformed to a point to where they sort of lost themselves, lost their true self. And again, this is in high school. I don't know if they're still doing this. This is what they went through. They really wanted to point this out for a reason, okay? So this was like something huge for them. It's really shaped them and the person that they become and the way that they've acted in this connection. So it's coming out for a reason. They definitely went through a lot at a younger age, okay? They had to grow up quicker, I think, and take on more responsibility than what other kids their age were having to do. Yeah, I feel like they've always had to work and be ready, and life is a stage and everything's a job interview, and is the handshake firm enough? You know what I mean? They dealt with a lot at a very young age. Okay, so moving to the connection as a whole over here, again, lots of creative energy. So I feel like person A and person B connected in that way. They really appreciated that about each other. They really vibed in that way. I feel like even if this was like a sexual thing, like even like sex for them was like fun. It wasn't just like vanilla. It wasn't no regular basic stuff. It was like they might even be getting creative in the bedroom. Like they had a lot of fun together. I feel like the nightingale was able to get the tiger to loosen up more and just really pull that inner child out of them, and that laughter, that joy, that just fun, that easygoing kind of attitude. And I think that the tiger made the nightingale feel safe again, because they value safety, and they were able to quiet their mind down a little bit. And when the nightingale was with the tiger, they weren't so anxious. They weren't so much in their obsessive thinking, because they were in the present moment with the tiger. The tiger, person B over here, is someone who was able to bring person A back to the present moment. So there definitely were good things in this connection. Now, these two are split here, where the nightingale, person A, is saying this is not over yet, okay? Again, they're not over this. There's some unrest here, some unacceptance. They're like, no, we are not leaving this like this. We have to speak again. We need to be together again. Definitely speaking again at the very least, and like hashing things out. The nightingale has things that they want to say, okay? The tiger over here, though, person B, says, leave the past alone. Leave the past alone. So again, they're driving forward, full force ahead, and they're just trying to leave things in the past. Now, I don't know that they know that the nightingale is thinking about them so much, and if they did, that may change things. I don't know. We also have I fucked up down here in the reverse position. So I think that both of these people made mistakes in this connection, and both of these people struggle to take accountability for that and to step up and say, hey, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. They struggle to do that. And then we have I'm still here for you, and it's kind of like on the side, okay? So again, this could kind of go either way. I'm really interested to see what will come out when we get the answer here. But yeah, these people, we've got the stingray also, I want to point out that is the common denominator here, or the connection overall, the overall energy, and that's water energy. So although we have like air, someone really in their thoughts, and fire, someone who's just like always action, action, we've got some emotional energy in the middle here, and I feel like these two brought that out of each other, and this was an emotional connection, and they did have love for each other. I feel like they probably do. You know, love doesn't just go away at the drop of a hat. You don't just get rid of your love for someone. So I think that there are emotions still here. It always was a highly emotional connection, and so there may still be a little bit of an emotional attachment here as well. If there is only on one side, I would definitely say person A, the Nightingale, because I just see them getting more attached, maybe emotionally, than the Tiger. Because again, I just get more of this masculine energy, and a lot of times the masculine is the one who, you know, does not connect as deeply, or does not get those emotional attachments so deeply rooted. So anyway, let's move on though now to part 2, and let's look at whether or not you will be together again. Group 3. I was not expecting this to come out. Like, what in the heck? So it does seem like you guys are going to be in contact again, in physical contact again, it seems. Okay, at least there's a potential for that here. There is a potential for this to end up being like a friends with benefits sort of situation over here. We've got friends and cuddle. Friends cuddle, okay? We also have 1 to 2 months for time frame. We've got 1 to 2 months that popped out. I just want you guys to be careful, because I don't know which person you resonate here with, okay? But this Tiger person, person B, is, I feel like, more apt to want a physical connection here. They're going to be interested in Netflix and chilling. You know what I'm saying? And the Nightingale person over here, I feel like wants more, person A, or they'll have a tendency to want more. We've got binge and steady that came out here together, binge and steady. So I feel like the Nightingale person, they can go one way or the other. You know, they're very extreme when it comes to connections like this. Again, I got the sense that they get emotionally attached pretty easily, and so just be careful. If you are person A, be careful with this. You know, make sure that you know your boundaries, and you know your worth. Also, like, what you can handle, you know? So, like, do you only want a sexual connection? Are you okay with that? Or, you know what I mean? Do you need to just strictly be friends with this person? Because it could go either way. There's a potential for this to go either way. And if you're person B, the Tiger, just, you know, maybe check in with this other person. Make sure that they're cool with, you know, wanting what you want, because it does seem like it's more so on that side. If it's flip-flop, that's okay. It's just like the way that the cards kind of wanted to sit. It made me think that. But interestingly, person B, I didn't think, you know, because we had leave the past alone. Person B is keeping an eye on person A. We've got stalking over here. They are looking at you online. We've got one more time. They are wanting to hit that. Like, they really are. So, yeah, they're watching you online, I feel like, with the stalking. And one more time, they are wanting it, okay? So they may be the one to reach out. This is that more action-oriented energy, that masculine energy. They may be the one to reach out in 1 to 2 months. But again, we've got cold that came up over here too. So now for some of you, this is a timeless reading. And so if you're watching this at a time when it's going to be cold in 1 to 2 months, maybe that's just an extra confirmation. But as I'm posting this, it's springtime. It's definitely not cold outside. So that just gave me, again, that sort of detached, that emotional detachment, okay? Yeah, we've got fit. Like, they think you're looking good. They think you're looking good. And I don't think that they would have a problem with just, you know, a little hanky-panky on the side. So just keep that in mind. And then if you're the Nightingale, yeah, we've got money and partner over here too. So I don't know, hopefully there's not a third party thing and there was someone, but, you know, it's going to be lots of different situations going on here. So, yeah, for some of you, the Nightingale person A may actually be with someone else or dependent on someone else. Financially at the moment, we did see where they really do value security. And so if they feel like they're safe living with someone, rooming with someone who they don't want to be with anymore, and they can feel kind of trapped there or something. With the devil energy here, there's just some not great stuff going on around, okay? So again, be cautious of your person only wanting sex. Be cautious of any toxic behaviors, okay? Be on the lookout for red flags. If you are wanting to link up with this person again, just be on the lookout. Be aware, and just be cautious. It does not mean that you cannot move forward with them. Just do so with some caution, okay? Yeah, it's very split where it could go a couple different ways. For some of these people, there is, again, it could be a partner for some that's in the picture here, or for others, maybe a mother, like some overbearing feminine energy here that might need to be dealt with. So I do see those obsessive thoughts coming up again here also. That's definitely holding person A back. Yeah, I mean, it's the way that this is showing up, it's like, you know, you guys could give up on this connection, or someone could make a move here, you know, not too far from now, not too long. I don't know why I can't talk right now, but there's just a lot of sexual energy here. We've got the devil, we've got strength and the lovers, and those are in reverse. It's making me think that it may be like more of the shadow aspect of that, you know? There is a lot of physical attraction here, and I just feel like if a friends with benefits thing were to start up or to take off, then it may put person A in that obsessive thinking again. Like they may be really conflicted over it when we have anxiety that came out, okay? So just be aware. I don't see like that this person's your soulmate. I'm just going to be honest. So will you be together again? Yes, we did say that. That's the answer. Yes, you could be together again. There's a potential for that. If you both decide to do that, I see where that could happen here. Is this person your soulmate and love of your life? I see nothing here to tell me that, okay? I don't see stuff like that going on here. And with the High Priestess over here and Strength in reverse, I feel like this is calling you to, again, be cautious. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut. Do you need to be with this person? Is this person ready for someone like you? Is this connection going to serve you? Is this person going to meet your needs in the way that you need them met? With Queen of Swords over here at the very back, too. It's, again, use your head. Use your logic. Use your ration. Look at the red flags. It doesn't mean you got to pick this person apart and be that way with everyone and not trust anyone. It's not that. It's just know your worth, know your standards. If you have expectations, speak them, say them loudly and clearly, okay? It doesn't mean you have to do so disrespectfully. But you do have permission to share your expectations, to tell them about what your standards are, and to just hold your boundaries. Know your boundaries and hold them firm, okay? That's kind of your warning here with this reading. So let's close it out, though. Let's see if we can get some messages from the person on your mind. So can we get some messages from Group 3's person? Okay, whoa, they've got a lot of things to say. We've got, how could you do that? You deserve better. They even know. How could you do that? You deserve better. Guys, I don't know. Like, I don't love the energy I'm picking up on here. I feel like, yeah, this person, I just feel like they're closed off, who you're asking about. Okay, why? Leave me alone. They're like, why? Why? Why are you still wanting this? Like, I feel like this is their highest self. Why are you still wanting me? Like, why? You need to leave me alone. I'm not good for you. That's what I'm getting here. I'm getting this person's not good for you. I'm so sorry to say that. Again, it doesn't mean that you can't be together. It looks like you very well could be. You probably will. If you're open to that and you're wanting that, yes, I see where you're going to be together again. Are they good for you, though? No, it doesn't seem like it. I wish you wanted me. I'm feeling insecure. I think about you and touch myself. Absolutely. Yes, they're looking at your pictures. This person's horny for you, okay? They are, and that's great. That's awesome. You know, you're probably super hot. You're looking great. But if that's all they want, check in with yourself, because I feel like y'all got some emotions here. And it seems like the person you're asking about is not open to receiving. Any more messages for Group 3? That one wanted to come out. What was that? Messages. Oh, okay. They do have a lot they want to say. Are you proud of me? Oh, 2. Let's go on an adventure. I manifested you. Those come out so often. Show me something. A lot of these cards, we get the same ones. It was like a movie. Be careful, because this shit ain't a movie. This is real life. So if you are sleeping with someone and you're wanting it to go somewhere, but this person has not told you that it's going to go somewhere, remember, you got to speak up. You got to speak up. It's not a movie. They can't read your mind. They're not going to just one day decide, you know what, pile 3, I just realized after hooking up with you casually for all this time, I'm in love with you. I'm not saying that will never happen. I just mean, remember, it's not a movie. I'm not over it. Yeah, they're not. They're absolutely, neither person is over this, okay? Obviously, for one of you, you're listening to the reading, but whoever you're asking about, no, they're not over it. They're keeping an eye on you. Stay away. Guys, be careful with this person. I'm not saying they're a horrible person, but they're not for you right now, at least. What's this? They just aren't you. Yeah, of course. They obviously aren't, but they need to give you what you deserve. Do you remember that day? What's that about? What day? You guys may already know. What day? What day is pile 3 talking about here? What day is pile 3 talking about? Okay, I'm waiting for you. Oh, does somebody get ghosted? Does somebody ghost somebody? It just isn't the same now. Do you remember that day? I'm waiting for you. It just isn't the same now. Somebody fell through. Somebody did not come through. Okay, any other last messages? Let's get just a couple more and we'll close it out. Last messages for pile 3. What do you want from me? I want to reach out to you. We know they're going to. Okay. I noticed. I noticed. Yeah, they did notice because they're watching you. They're checking you out online. I've never been in love like this. Yeah, maybe not, but I feel like they're not open to actually being in love. I'm not saying they don't have any feelings for you, but they need to truly acknowledge it. I've never been in love like this. I believe that, but they'd be more in love if they would open up their heart. Okay, and we've got a few more. Tell them about us. See, for some of y'all, there is somebody else involved here. For some of y'all, there's a third party. Okay, I'm still here for you. Yeah. Take me there. Wow, I know where they're trying to take you. I love you, so I'm letting you go. Yeah, well, it just depends on what you want and what you're looking for. I did the best I could. Yeah, maybe they did. I'm not saying that they're wanting to hurt you. Should I go for it? They're going to. All right. That is it. That is it, pile 3. I hope that was helpful. Yes, your person is trying to get back in there. They're trying to get back in there. So they're coming. They're coming forward. Just be aware. Know what they want. Make sure that you speak up, you communicate, you get things all out in the open, and make sure you're on the same page, okay? So, yeah, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please consider leaving me a thumbs up so that I'll know and I can do another video like this. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here. And if you're returning, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're here. I love that this channel's growing. This has been so much fun for me. I feel like I have a little group of friends that don't think I'm a weirdo, because living in small town Arkansas and loving esoteric things, they don't really go together. They don't really go hand in hand. So I love that you guys are here hanging out with me. It truly brings so much joy to my life. And yeah, I hope that you guys have a great day or night, and good luck with the situation, okay? Be smart, take care of yourself. You deserve nothing but the best, okay? And all of the things that you want can be yours. I hope I see you again in the future. Thank you so much.